only photo I have of him, a grainy black and white from the 1950s, taken in the LA backyard he shared with great-grandma Barbara, Grandma Dorothy, and my pops, in South Central, back when the neighborhood was poor white folks, migrants from Arkansas and Oklahoma, and one old communist from Bulgaria with a scraggly beard and a crazy smile. That was Fedya. He spent the last 10 years of his American life in that backyard trying to build a perpetual motion machine. A machine, yes. A machine that once you started it would supposedly go on forever, without any new energy or adjustments, thus perpetual motion. Something that everyone from Isaac Newton to my 4th grade science teacher agreed was physically impossible. But not for Fedya, the sweet man with a curious smile. Born in Bulgaria, but he learned to swim in the Pacific at the age of 5. He met my great-grandma walking along that beach. Or maybe he was walking along a picket line. They were both members of the party, and I'm not talking about the after party. I am a 4th-generation socialist. Red diaper great-grandbaby. The FBI's been wiretapping my family since before there were wiretaps. Now they follow me on Twitter. Fedya was the dreamer. Barbara, the fighter. She marched for striking miners in Colorado, migrant farm workers in California. She said from each according to their abilities, to each according to their needs. She was a communist and damn proud of it. Thank you for asking. Lived in the city of angels, but tried to create heaven here on American earth. What she said to me, it sounded like kindergarten. But she called it communism. A system folks said was physically impossible. But she believed. Joe McCarthy and J. Edgar Hoover did not share my family's principles. Not quite. They believed in prophets and witch hunts and controlling any suspected dreamers. In 1951, they showed up at my family's doorstep in South Central. I can imagine the scene. Barbara sitting on the front porch, talking politics and playing cards with Grandma. My 8-year-old dad probably bouncing on her lap, wondering what these fat men with black coats were doing walking up his steps, but the feds weren't looking for anyone that day with a U.S. passport. They came around the back, went straight for Fedya and his foreign smile, busy putting what he was sure were the finishing touches on his machine. But he never saw those wheels and pulleys again. The FBI took him in steel cuffs and sent him back past the steel curtain to Bulgaria, a language he hadn't seen, a land he hadn't seen since he could crawl, a language he couldn't speak his own name in, a country called communist that had traded the sickle and hammer for an AK against its own people. This is for Fedya. This is for Arizona, where they now deport any dreamer with brown skin. Where Joe McCarthy is called Jan Brewer and J. Edgar is Sheriff Joe Arpaio. Where they're trying to finish what Cali started with Prop 187. Where they're trying to ban ethnic studies because you shouldn't learn history from one group's side, but they honor Columbus every October. Where they were the last state in the country to honor today, MLK Day, until a boycott and Chuck D put them on blast, where a congresswoman's supermarket is still cleaning blood from its aisles, and if you don't see the connections, you're in the wrong fucking theater. My heart is a Grand Canyon, gaping and breaking. Every time I hear the words, go back to Mexico. Sounds too much like, go back to Russia, fucking commie. They still scream at me on the picket line, motherfucker, I'm from Bulgaria. why my roots run red, do you? Do you see the blood on your branches? The tears in your leaves? America is a tree standing by the water. Can she ever be moved? This land is a shtetl of liars and thieves and dreamers and kings. Grandfathers will always cross rivers. The grass just looks more green. The only thing that is constant is movement. We are in perpetual motion, but we are never machines. So I dare you to try, because you can never deport a dream. This is for Fedya. I never got a chance to meet you, taken from me like kindergarten ideals. They stole you from your wife, your family. But I'm here, Fedya. I'm coming back for you. Back to Bulgaria, assimilated American and post-Soviet wasteland. I can see you sitting in the backyard of an old gray apartment building, waiting for the wind to carry you a taste of the Pacific. I open the gate. You see me, and you see yourself. Same scraggly beard, same crazy smile. Is that you? Richard's son. Joshua. Yes, Fedya, it's me. I'm here. I have the wheels. I have the pulleys. Can you show me how to build impossible?